peeps. If you're watching this now, that means that you've already missed the live show, but I'm so glad you're watching and I hope you like this tutorial. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes for people to start coming on and then we'll get started. Okay, so far I see some. So I'm so excited about this tutorial. Actually, this is kind of similar to one that one of our other design team members made. But mine will fit these 4 little 3-inch peat pots. Hold on, let me grab it here. And I actually glued these down so that they wouldn't kind of pop up. This is going to be snug. So if you're using clay pots, you might want to make it just a tad bit larger. But this is really kind of simple to make and I thought it was cute and fun. And also I was thinking it could be a napkin holder. So I'm actually going, the one that I'm going to make now, I'm going to use it for a napkin holder on my kitchen table. Thought it'd be something fun and cute. And you can kind of decorate it however you want. You could add like a little handle here if you want to. I'm not adding one on mine because it just sits right here on my desk. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to hold my little tools in there. Of course, if your tools get wet, I will say that that's probably not a good idea to put in here. But as you know, today's Technique Tuesday, where I get to scrap, you get to scrap, we all get to scrap. I'm just playing. Anyway, I just thought I would throw that out there. I love Oprah. she's a hoot when she says that. You win, I win, we all win. Okay. I know, Mandy. That's awesome. Hi, Ray. So weird that some of these comments are coming up like before the other ones. That's so weird. Okay. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, you're going to need one 12 by 12 medium weight chipboard, or you can use two lightweight chipboards, and then after you cut them, glue them together. I wouldn't glue them together and then cut them. But anyway, so I'm just using some black chipboard. Tamara sells this in her store. And I've cut mine to 6 by 6, okay? Then you're also going to need to cut 1, 2, I think this should be 8. 2, 4, 6, yep. 8 strips that are 1 inches by 6 inches of your chipboard. And then you're also going to need, it should be 8 of these, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is to hold your pieces up. This is 2.5 inches by 1 inch. So you're going to need 8 of those. And what I did, on this one, I actually did not do this. I want to go ahead and line the inside of this because since I'm going to be using napkins, you know, they're going to be able to see the inside of it. And I decided just to use plain cardstock, so I didn't use up all my colored cardstock, although this is completely up to you. So I just got some like lavender colored cardstock from Hobby Lobby. And you're going to need 8 strips at 7/8 inches, so just under the 1 inch, by 5 7/8, so 8 of those. And then you'll need 8 strips at, again, 7/8 inches by 2.5. And I decided to keep the length on this. I don't mind the actual width of it, but the length I decided to keep the same so that it just kind of looks all even in the background. And for the inside, I'm actually going to use pattern cardstock for both the inside and the bottom. But that's up to you. You don't have to use pattern cardstock for the bottom. So this paper that I'm using is from our Craftology box for April that you all should be getting very soon in the next couple days. But if you don't have that right now and you're wanting to make this, you can use whatever cardstock you want to, okay? Then, let's see here. Let me see what the name of this one was. I don't know if, this one was called Be Thankful. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I like to score mine before I cut them, okay? Because I want to make sure that my lines are perfectly straight. I'm a weirdo like that. You don't have to do that. So I'm going to score it at 5 7/8 all the way down. And then I'm going to turn it one time and score again at 5 7/8. Flip it over, and then again 5 7/8. So this will leave me about a 1/4 inch strip that I'm going to get rid of. Or you can keep it for a scrap or something. You never know. All the scraps are excellent for making cards. Did you all see Patty's tutorial with all the cards she made from her, I think it was the other Julie Nutting paper. It was so cute. And she made lots and lots. Hi, Angelica. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these. So you're going to need 2 of these. And for my bottom piece, I decided, I think I'll go with the birdhouse on the inside. Now, if you want to have the black border, then you'll want to do this. If not, then of course it's going to be 6 by 6. It's completely up to you. It just depends on what your preference is. If you're using craft chipboard, then you may want to, you could either paint it or leave it craft. And that would be super cute because obviously this is a garden project. So I think it would be totally adorable. I'm going to go ahead and get out my Prima Sepia, and I'm going to go ahead and do my little edges. I didn't do that on my last one, but I'm thinking I'm going to do it on this one. I'm going to go ahead and cut my strips for this. I'm going to go ahead and cut off my little line here that I made. So I'm going to take off 1/8 inch, and that should be right there at 5 7/8. I'll measure it up just to make sure. Nope, I lied. It is not. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm very anal. Y'all don't have to. If you're not like me, don't worry about it. Okay. I think it's a little easier for me to see on the polka dot side. So I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to actually go over a little bit just so that I'm not cutting straight on my score line. I'm going to cut that strip off. So now I'm going to make 8 7/8 inch strips. Okay, now I counted twice and I have an extra one of these, but that's okay. I'm going to cut a couple more of these at 7/8 because now I need my strips for my shorter ones, which are going to be, again, 2.5. So I'll need 8 of those. So now we're going to need, this should be 16 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's weird. 8. Huh. Okay, maybe it is just 8. Yeah, no, it's 8. Sorry, I apologize. That's 8. 8 of these at 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. Then on the 2 1/8 inch side, you're going to score it at 1 1/8, which I've already done it on this one. Oops, let me just rescore it there. So I'm going to do that on all of those. And make sure you have it on the 2 1/8 inch side, because then it'll mess it up and then you got to recut all of these. And these are going to go over just a tiny hair, possibly, but I had to make it a little bit wider because when you actually fold it over, and you'll see in a minute, it needs a little more room, which is weird, but it does. And this one I already did that. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my little mat. And I can start gluing my pieces together. So the first thing I'm going to do is my hinges. Uh-oh, it says video interrupted. No, I want to stay. Are y'all still there? Shoot. Hold on. Okay, are y'all still there? I hope so. Oh, you've never seen this before, Bobby? Oh, I love making these. Okay, I love making any kind of box, any kind of 3D, anything. In fact, the next 3D item that I'm going to make, I know you all are going to love. And it's actually, unless you don't have kids or don't know anybody that has kids, or you don't sell anything for kids. But anyway, this is going to be really cute. It's going to be some home decor. So, we're going to take our strip, and then we're going to go ahead and start gluing our little black chipboard pieces on here. So I'm just going to get out my art glitter glue that Tamara sells in her store. In case y'all are new and have not watched before, you all will know that Tamara sells this, so it's easy to find. I know that my Hobby Lobby or Michael's does not sell this. So, and I love this glue. In fact, I think most people are under the consensus that have used this glue love it too. So I'm going to glue these two little chipboard strips on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this little piece on top. And this is why I pre-scored these, so that you don't have any issues. This one I can go ahead and put it all on there and lay it right on top. Burnish it in. Wipe off any, excuse me, hold on. I'm just shaking up my little table. I need to get a sturdier table. This right here is a card table, but I know we've been looking at some houses that have a whole built-in like scrapbooking room, which is really cool, or office, shall you say. And I'm just going to keep on doing this with all of these. So now I have my 4 little hinges, and now I can start working on my base and gluing that down. And this one you're going to want to get the glue on there pretty good so that there's no bubbling up. So you have to work kind of fast. What I mean by bubbling up was when I did my first one, I didn't put enough glue in the center, and it got an air pocket, and I was so sad. I was like, oh no. And it was kind of too late to fix it. So I'm going to burnish that in. Then on my bottom side, I'm going to go ahead and do my polka dots. that really glued in the center there. Okay. And I'm just going to center this one. And again, burnish it in. Now, this particular piece does have some script writing on it. So if you are using it on the front, you might want to, you can barely see it though. But if that bothers you, that you don't want your script writing upside down or backwards or however, then you might want to go ahead and fix that now. Okay, so then I'm going to start working on my little strips here. And on the inside, I'm going to go ahead and put my purple piece. Now, I said that these were 7/8 inch by, it should be 5 7/8, and that should look about right. Feels so naked without burnishing my edges. I mean, not burnishing, but distressing my edges. But you know what? I really like this crisp look here from my lavender. So I'm going to get those on. And again, those should be 7/8 inch strips by 2.5. Oops, here we go. And then we have we're going to want to go ahead and put these on now, too. Let me just... pretty easy. You can use your glue gun for this part. All you're going to do is take your little edge, or your hinge, shall I say, and you're going to put a strip of glue down at the bottom, and a real thin strip if you can. And then you're just going to line it up there and hold it down. So you're just going to put the corner right on in there. And you could do this with your art glitter glue too. It's just as easy to use that as well. You just have to kind of hold it there a little bit longer, so no big deal. It's just whatever you prefer. Here's my little boo-boo one. Oops. I need a little more glue. I'm just going to hold it there. you can see by using the glue gun, one, you'll have glue strings, but anyway, you'll be able to see this on the inside. Now, if you're doing the peat pot, it really won't matter because it'll be covered up. But if you're doing the other thing, you know, then they're going to be able to see it. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and paper these strips. And again, these strips were the same size as the inside, 7/8 inch by 5 7/8. And I did ink these, so I'm going to go ahead and center all of these, and you just glue them on at the corners. It's really super simple. So this one, like I said, fits perfectly for the little peat pots that are 3 inches. And I'm going to show you, in case I forgot to show you, hold on one second. The brand that I used, I got from Walmart. All right, last one. Okay. So now we can go ahead, and I'm going to use my glue gun, but like I said, I really suggest not using your glue gun. You're going to go ahead and put 2 little dabs of glue on your ends. And see how it carried a little string over there? Anyway. And you can go ahead and put it right down to the bottom line, or the bottom edge, shall I say. And same thing here. All the way to the top edge. Oops. I did not mess this up half as much with, you know, that's why I really like using the art glitter glue. Okay. And then you just keep going all the way around the box. So now I'm just going to set that aside to let it completely dry for the second. And then I'm going to pick out some stickers that I want to use, or you could use any of your tags from your tag sheet in here. One second. Like I kind of like have a lovely day, or also scatter seeds of kindness today. Maybe sweet. And actually, I think I'm going to do the butterfly. I like the butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Wendy, were you asking about this? Give me a heart if you were asking about this. I just saw your comment and I apologize. This is a makeup brush, oval shaped makeup brush. I think we have a link probably somewhere on our Coffee Talk or Scrapbookers. But I got them from Amazon and I love it. but I actually just use it for my inking because it fits better in your hand. It also smudges really well. I have to say that for sure. And it's washable. So I'm going to get another piece of chipboard, one of my scrap pieces. Let me see. I know I've got one around here somewhere. I don't know if I want to use this one. This will be okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down and then cut it. I'm going to give myself a little edge there. Okay. Burnish it in. I'm going to wipe away any of my glue. Now, I use my old, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this or if you've watched any of my videos, I like to use old blades that are kind of warped. I think that they actually, they really work still to cut your chipboard, and that's why I like using them. And then now we have our cute little box, our little crate. So since I'm going to put napkins in mine, I'm not going to do the peat pots, but I will tell you on mine, that strip right here that you're going to need to do, I don't know if, hold on, let me show you. This little strip is a ½ inch and you're going to need 12 inches. Okay, so you're going to have 12 inches in length by ½ inch and then you can just wrap it around. It will overlap a little bit, but I just kept using my art glitter glue and I just kept smoothing it over. It's really super simple, but what I did is I painted mine first because I knew that mine was not going to be like a craft looking project. But that's completely up to you how you want to do it. Just remember that if you really want to put live plants in here, you're going to have to use a smaller little clay pot so that you don't get your stuff wet. So anyway, but that's it for today. I will see you all on Thursday for another Craftology box project. And we're going to be making a little folio. So I hope you all have a wonderful and fabulous day. I apologize that I can't see y'all's comments, but I will do my best to answer them after the show. So hope y'all have a good one. And bye, y'all. Thank you for watching.